Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe. What a crazy derby. What a crazy derby. I don't know if my microphone is on. Yes, my microphone is on. What a crazy derby, guys. We have a lot of things to speak about. We have a lot of things to speak about today because I said it this morning. I said it yesterday, I believe. A derby, you don't play it with your logic. You don't play it with your mind. A derby, you play it with your heart. And at the end, you have to win it. It is what it is. There is no other way of analyzing a derby. You go, you play with your heart, beautiful or dirty or ugly, whatever, you go and you win. As a neutral fan, guys, this was an amazing game. As a neutral fan, as someone that says, you know why, it's Tuesday, there is no Champions League, there is no other game, let's watch Serie A, let's watch Derby della Mole, and let's see what Serie A has to offer. Well, as a neutral fan, you saw 6 goals. You saw 2 times taking the lead of Torino, not able to keep it. You saw crazy players all scoring in the same games because we score with Quadrado that was waiting for the derby. He's taking the lead in the derby, 4 goals scored for him. Then you have Danilo, you have Bremer, goal de Lex with a fantastic celebration because yes, I want my players to celebrate when they are playing against their ex-team. And then the final goal of Adrien Rabiot that is destroying his own personal record. Did Juventus play it well? No. We have to speak about the performance that was bad for long parts of the game. But guys, let me first say thank you to Nini Baranto, 16 months with us. Not 6, 16 months with us. Forza Juve for Nini Baranto, but also to Mista Zep, 13 months. Pogba with a beautiful heart. Thank you to Nini. Thank you to Mista. Thank you for always being here together with me. You are just fantastic. I see a lot of comments from people. Radovan, where is Softic? Softic will arrive. Give him a bit time. Pogba, mamma mia. Beautiful entry of Pogba. Beautiful how he entered. I was expecting a bit more, of course, but you see the difference that the guy is making. You know, when these players entered without Di Maria, because at a certain moment you need to change him as well after the fantastic performance versus not, the aura, the stadium, the stars, the ambiance, the atmosphere, but also, hey, Torino, they were scared. They were scared. Guy, Pogba, Chiesa, Dusan Vlahovic, all there. Pogba entering fantastically, but also Federico Chiesa entered really, really well. Thank you for 12 months of Filippo Rosada. Pogba, finally a full Juve. Pogba plus Fagioli. Can we speak about Fagioli? Can we speak about Nicolo Fagioli? That every single game he is growing. He didn't score today. I don't care. For me, he was, can I say man of the match? Can I say man of the match? I don't know. We will launch a poll in a second to see if you agree with me or not. I have already 3 names. 3 names in mind. I need a 4th one, but I have already 3 names. But let me first thank you to Mr. X that is there with us. Kostic was also great. That's his comment. Vincenzo. Paul was very high up when he entered 3-4-2-1. Guys, 3-4-2-1 is something I told you here on the channel months and months ago. Filippo Rosada, 12 months, we already said it. But also Stefano Castelli, 15 months. Thank you for all your content, man. Forza you. No, thank you to you. Guys, today I even tried something totally different today. I tried the FIFA. Hey, guys, I predicted 4 goals in my FIFA game, I predicted 4 goals and they happened. Thank you to Merwan, first time as a member on the channel, Merwan Ali. Thank you for becoming a friend of the channel. Really appreciate it. Guys, you are too much. I don't know if I... Ron Rusitano, 16 months, down 1-0, down 2-1. Juve bounced back with true grinta. Look, Ron, you said 3-0. That was your prediction. We won 4-2. I hope you are happy with the result that we had today. We go to the main chat because we have a beautiful donation from Alexi. I'm really curious to see what Karaguezian has to say today. Thank you for a donation. Beppe, I just realized how important Pogba is besides obvious reason. He is literally another target man when we play the ball long. That has unbelievable control. How I missed him. Great to see him. Guys, now, you mocked me. A lot of you, because I am un bambino di Pogba. I'm a Pogba kid. I am a Pogba cheerleader. I am a Pogba stan, and probably I exaggerate. Probably. I am not partial. I am trying to be objective on a lot of players. The emotions that Paul Pogba, and we will speak about Fagioli that played super great, but the emotions that Pogba gives me every time that the ball is near to him, not even on him, near to him, it's something incredible. As Alexis is saying, when the ball is coming, long ball from Szczesny, he's there, jumping, looks like he's even effortless jumping, winning his duels there, then going, bam, bam, la roulette, the ball over the guy, I don't know how you say, I forgot. Not La Rabona, but I don't remember the name. Boom, he's moving. The shot from the distance, that Singo, I will have something to say to Singo, because it took me away the joy of screaming. He took it away from me. Anyway, fantastic, beautiful to see, but I agree. I agree with Alexis. Guys, let me enjoy Paul Pogba after 2,474 days of his Juventus last game versus Milan that we won 1-0 at the 110 minute with Morata. Hey, let me be happy. Let me be happy for a second, my friends. Guys, it's not over because you have a lot of things to say today. Marwan, that became a new member. Thank you to Marwan. D-Man C and the beautiful people at the attendance. But I know the girl. She's following me on Instagram. I know her. GTA, Fagioli top. Fagioli was amazing. Yes, we can speak about Fagioli. Alexandro, really great performance today. I don't want to miss any comment. Ahmad Sacco, yeah, of course, MVP, Fagioli, Krostic, and Sandro. Paul Enrico is there with us. Pogba, what a performance of Fagioli. We have some people that tagged me on Twitter. Let me check what you're saying because I received a lot of people that tagged me. Indeed. Here we see it. After that Filippo was born, the grandson, Spezia 2-0, 2-0 versus Not, 4-2 versus Torino. Indeed. Thank you to Filippo, the grandson of Max Allegri. Rick Australia, fantastic win. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Fantastic win, full of Juve Grinta. Come on, let's catch them all. Well, we won versus Fiorentina. We won versus Salernitana. We won versus Spezia. Today we win the derby. Okay, you will tell me on paper it's not Inter, it is not Napoli, it is not Atalanta. And you are right. The performance, we will come back on a second on it, was not perfect because I am pissed off with Juventus that is again giving the possession to Torino, that we are dominated in terms of the dominance of the field. The average block of Torino was way too high, and this is something that is not acceptable. We saw that second goal coming. It was too easy, and this is something that we have to fix. Ciao to Aman, Chef Cristo. Ciao Beppe, I didn't see the live game, but I love the result. Well, I would have loved to win a bit more easily and seeing a better performance from my team, but I take it. Florian, I'm glad that we turned the games 2 times. Suddenly Dusan was bad again. A lot of bad passes. Dusan a bit less good, huh? A bit less good. I totally agree. Let me say thank you to our friend Rick, because I was busy with I don't know what, but Rick offered 5 subscriptions on the channel, 5 membership. I don't know to who. Let me check. He offered them to Acid, to Steve Cano, to Kaushik, to King Chiesa, if I'm not wrong, and also to Zertest. 5 people, thanks to Rick. Say thank you to Rick. Say thank you to Rick like Sir Raz is doing now. Sylvain Lefebvre, thank you for a donation. Quelle partie, what a game. Really open, beautiful energy. The club has still a lot of work to improve. Tech Szczesny, a bit weak, and he was one of the weakest of the game. Pogba, he's walking too much, but it's normal. Happy that in the storm in Montreal, I can be smiling. I can be happy. Beautiful message from Sylvain that is doing a beautiful recap of today's game. Ferenc, let's be honest. Here we did not have midfield since Pogba left. We all said it. But I believe that today we can start speaking about a midfield that is starting to exist with Fagioli, with Locatelli. Unfortunately, not a lot of Rabiot anymore because he will not renew with Juventus, and that's really a pity. A big pity. Anthony is agreeing with me. Thank you, Anthony. Let me check because I don't want to miss any comment of the people. Mlaggio, I'm starting to worry about Vlahovic. Vlahovic didn't play a beautiful game. I will go in his stats, but I agree. I agree. At a certain moment in a counter-attack, he's missing that pass so easily. But you will see with Pogba, with Chiesa, with Di Maria, it will be also another Vlahovic that will be less alone. But we know it. When Vlahovic is playing these games against these teams, against the man marking on him, like Schürrle, like Milenkovic from Fiorentina, he has really difficulties. It's not a mystery that we saw him in training with the public that was open, that we could see him also training on that man marking and doing the right movements that not always he was able to do. Just we saw Moiskin at the end. Moiskin, he has that skills. He doesn't have the killer instinct of Vlahovic, that is by far superior, but protecting the ball and putting his body to have the win on that duels, Moiskin is better at the moment on that. Is better. Not a better player, attention, because I know what you will say, but much better in that specific thing, where Dusan controlling the ball, starting again, what we were asking at the time from Trezeguet, being there, the only player up, taking that ball, opening on the right, on the left, and going up, unmarking himself. This is something where he has some difficulties. Juventus in the second form in Serie A in last 25 games. But except of Napoli, that is doing another Serie A, another sport, to be honest, Juventus is on top. Is on top. We have 50 points, if not 52, because I don't forget the Salernitana games. What a random source of goals. Yeah, it's really strange. The 4 that scored today were totally random. I agree. So can we go and recap the game? Wait, because Andy Golding, 7 months with us. If only Enzo, Maresca, Barrenechea scored today. Can you tell me the performance of Barrenechea, guys? What you thought about it? Luca Seminara became a member. Today, my Di Maria third shirt arrived from Torino. Look at that. I'm sure that you are happy about that, because, of course, the shirt of Di Maria is always something beautiful to receive on time for the win of today. Di Maria, that was not perfect as he was with Nantes. I would not put him in the man of the match, even if he did a fantastic, beautiful assist on that corner kick and could have been dangerous on another one that Dusan Vlahovic unfortunately missed with a header. Can you tell me a bit about Barrenechea, what you thought about it? Abab is saying, Enzo, decent, very objective. Decent. Okay. What else? Barrenechea was great, but he was nervous. I agree. I will, in the meanwhile that you are writing your opinion, I will ask you man of the match. Man of the match, where I put Kostic, where I put Fagioli, where I put Alexandro. Again, beautiful performance of him. I need a third name. A fourth name if I'm looking at the players that played today from the beginning. Bremer scored, but I didn't like his first half. Danilo scored, I didn't like his first half. That's it. Three men. We can put three men. Yeah. Let's put three because they were really the best. Really the best. Life is crazy. 8 months with us. Kostic was a machine today. So probably Life is crazy. He will vote for Kostic. Marco Goldnik, 13 months. Fingers crossed for the top 4. Well, they have to give us back our points. Ron Rusitano, he already said it. So I believe we didn't miss anybody else. Stavros Georgiou, 13 months with us. Scoring set-piece goals is nice to see. I love that. Okay, so Enzo very decent. Michel Rabiot, because of his goal today, another goal, 5th in Serie A, doing better than Angel Di Maria in goal scored for Rabiot, was about to be cancelled. Again, semi-automatic offside, gave us that goal, and then the goal line technology gave the goal for our friend Danilo. Third goal of in Serie A of Danilo. Waiting for your other comments. Has to be Fagioli, man of the match. Did you stop speaking about Chiesa? I didn't play enough. didn't play enough to enter the man of the match. I would not put Chiesa there, even if the impact of Chiesa was really, really great. Panita, not sure, not sure. Okay, MMA, beautiful comment, Beppe. What are the updates on the trial appeal and the minus 15 points? Thank you for your message. Well, tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow, Juventus will go officially into appeal. And then we will have to wait. We will have to wait the end of March, beginning of April to have more news on that. At the moment, today, I have no other things to say except that we are waiting for the other one, the Prisma affair about the salary maneuvers. And let's see what will happen there. They are showing that they are quite weak in how they accused us. But with the Italian justice, I am never trusting them. So I don't know. We will have to wait. MMA. I hope they give us the 15 points back because we are, boom, immediately at 50 points over Inter, over Milan, over all the team that you were praising, guys, because we were bad and we are there. Sam became a member for the first time on the channel. Thank you, Sam. So let's recap the game. A Juventus that I don't understand. Someone needs to explain me that, okay? Someone really needs to explain me what's happening. Juventus, that it's already a week that we are speaking about a team that is aggressive like the teams of Juric are, like he did with Verona, like he's doing with Torino. We saw it so many times. You are prepared of Torino in a derby in your home that will be aggressive and press high. What is the first thing that we do? We are giving field to Singo. Corner kick, boom, goal. With Caramo, that is totally alone. I was doubting if he touched it with the hand or not. They checked. He didn't touch it with the hand. He scored, even if we didn't really see the image in replay. Juventus, after 1 minute 30, we are already led 1-0 in our home by Torino. Can we say that we are playing bad? No, the game just started. Can we say that we are playing good? No, the game just started. So we need time to analyze what Juventus will do, how Juventus will react. But one thing is sure, the thing that we can judge is that Juventus is starting really bad, in a disaster way, because you are giving field to Singo, Kostic, Alexandro, they are giving him field. Alexandro is able to take that ball in corner kick. They go and Caramo is totally alone. This is impossible. Okay, we just enter, we just start the game, but you have to be aware that Torino will be like that. The problem is that Juventus don't wake up. For the next 5 minutes, we don't wake up. We need to wait the 6th, 7 minutes to see a Juventus that is finally trying something in our home. And this is something where I am absolutely not happy. Because it's a mistake that a lot of time we are doing in the beginning of the second half. This time we do it in the beginning of the game. We already conceded a goal like that versus Atalanta. And that was absolutely not acceptable. So it's not the first time that we are caught by surprise. Absolutely not acceptable. Juventus is trying. Juventus finally is able to score the 1-1. The 1-1. This time it was a good one. Let me check. Just to tell you exactly how it happened. The goal at the 16th minute of Cuadrado. Cuadrado that didn't play a big game, but it was difficult on his side because he had two dangerous players like Rodriguez that is going up and like Caramo that was on fire there on that side of the field. So Cuadrado, you will see a bit later with the heat map, he was obliged to go down, but this time, and probably it's the only time, he goes up and he scores. Again, he didn't score the all season, he was waiting for the game versus Torino. We scored, and what are we doing again? We drop down. And this is not acceptable because at a certain moment, Torino was leading the ball possession with 62%. They were winning in every single statistic of the game. Duels won, so that means they are more aggressive. They really want to play that game. Juventus is passive. We are giving them the ball, we drop down, we try to be organized, but this time we were not even able to remain organized. We give them the ball and they are going. Guys, disaster. Disaster. Not acceptable. Tu le prends la Juve Singo. If I take Singo at Juve, yes. Yeah. Especially because Cuadrado will not renew with us. End of contract, he stops. Singo is a player that I really would love to. Okay, he didn't do the same season this season as last year. Last year he was on fire, a bit less this season, but he's a fantastic player. Velocity, great. He also has the ability to play up and down in that 3-4-2-1 or in that 3-5-2. It's a player that, yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with Singo signing Singo. What are you voting, guys? At the moment, 60% of the people, they vote for Fagioli, 35% for Kostic, 5% for Alexandro. I will close the vote here because 60% is a big, big win for Nicolo Fagioli. And you are correct, guys. Then, we are seeing it. We are seeing it at a certain moment because Juventus is too passive. Attenzione. And you see Ilic, but really entering like when you are cutting the butter. You know, warm butter. You are entering like that. Pass for Sanabria, and Bremer is not man-marking him. He's giving him 2 meters. This is a big mistake of Bremer. That's why I didn't put Bremer in the man of the match, because you are giving him too much space. Here, 2-1, luckily, and not deserved. I don't care, huh? I'm happy, huh? Guys. I'm happy when we score, but it was not deserved. Juventus is again equalizing after a corner kick of Di Maria with a goal of Danilo. Guys, the thing that makes me the most happy there, not only because we equalized, but it was the reaction on the corner kick of Di Maria. Again, on his knee, celebrating as crazy. For the people that told me that he was there only for the World Cup, guys, game after game after game, he's showing that he's doing fantastic things. Wally, Pogba looks slow. Hopefully he will improve. I don't know. Let's see what Pueblo Juve, our friends, are saying. Pueblo Juve, guys, if you are speaking Spanish, si hablas español, necesita ir en su YouTube, el canal es YouTube de Pueblo Juve, se escribe así, Pueblo Juve, en YouTube, y hacer el subscribe, porque están haciendo cosas mucho fantástico. I need to speak Spanish again. Pueblo Juve, invite me to speak about Juve because I need again to speak in Spanish. Grande Beppe, interesting how Pogba participation pushes Juve lines forward, tactics or mental empowerment. I believe two. Thank you for the donation. You don't need to, but thank you. I believe both of them. I don't believe in just one. Why? Because at that moment when you are doing that triple change, taking away the Quadrado to put on De Sciglio, but you put 2 players like Pogba and Chiesa. Guys, when you're speaking about other teams, Arsenal, Tottenham, whatever, team in Premier League, Paris Saint-Germain, when you're taking Bayern Munich, when they are looking at players, which players are they looking at? They are looking at Vlahovic, they are looking at Chiesa, they are looking at Pogba. Of course, the injury is taking away a bit of interest, but these are the players that the big teams are looking for. If you have the possibility for the first time to play them, well, it gives you a mental boost that is incredible. It's incredible, the positivity that enter your vein and saying, let's go, andiamo a vincerla, let's go and let's try to win that game. And it's not a mystery that these 3 players are entering, and immediately Federico Chiesa is able on the set piece or corner kick to go for the header of Bremer. And that's where the game is totally changing, because you are taking the lead, you have these monsters on the field, and you go and you win. Juventus is in that euphoria, and they go with a 4th goal, the one of Adrien Rabiot, that has been checked long for VAR. At the end it was allowed, luckily, because it's really not even a toe that is allowing that goal. And then Juventus goes in management. Don't forget that we come from an away game versus Nantes. I would have loved to have that 5th goal, or at least trying with the players we have, because I don't know when we will be able to see them again. But today I am happy of the reaction of Juve, not about the performance, especially not in the first half. Thank you, Pueblo Juve. Radova, 99% of our frustration come from watching Juve give the ball to the opposition. But why is that? Why are we giving the ball back to the opposition? I will show you immediately. Let me check if there is someone else that I have to, for a renewal of a subscription or a new one or a donation. No? Okay. Bogdan is happy. Thank you, Bogdan. Radovan, with a lot of hearts. What is happening with the hearts? What is happening, guys? I don't know what you're speaking about. Anyway, guys, if you are happy, I am happy. But let me show you the interesting things. So if we are going towards here in the press box, so let me put it here. I will refresh it so that we have the last stats. You will understand a lot of things here. Look, this is how Juventus line up in black. 3-5-1-1. Torino 3-4-2-1. a formation that I really, really love, that 3-4-1. Yeah, 3-4-2-1. I really love that formation. Anyway, we go, if you're looking at the average position, look how low Juventus is. How low, here we are not speaking about substitutes, it's only the starters. Kostic here, Cuadrado super low because of the work here of Caramo and Rodriguez. You see how high they were? Look how low Cuadrado is. On the other side, Kostic was fighting with Singo, and he was actually winning because Juk at Singo is actually trying to recuperate Kostic. Kostic just played a really, really great game. And then you see Vlahovic, Di Maria, and also Fagioli a bit more up, with all the other players of Juventus low. For Torino, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in our opponent half. That's way too much. This is way too much of players. This is not acceptable. What is happening? That Cuadrado drops down, and there you have the possibility with that 3-4-2-1 to have Rodriguez pushing. Look at how high GG is. Look how high Schuurs is. The team of Torino, they were compact but super high with Sanabria here and Caramo. If you are looking at the substitutes, you see how high the substitutes are. So to understand the changes from Max Allegri, the task, and that was the question a bit earlier, do you think it was asked for them to do it? What do we see? We see here exactly that Pogba is touching balls super high. Federico Chiesa as well. Moiskin as well. Look, even De Sciglio went super high on the field. You see the difference? You see the big difference here with the subs? Who touched a lot of balls? Well, Barrenechea didn't do really bad, actually, because he went out at a certain moment, but he's still the top 3 player. At the first half, he was the one that touched the most balls, 36, I believe. Needs to be better. A lot playing safe, which he needs to be better, but it's also his first game in Serie A. I was happy of Max Allegri giving him that chance and also not playing Paredes, because Paredes didn't show anything to deserve to play. Maybe he will play against his ex-team Roma, another chance for Paredes, maybe, but don't forget that we recuperate Locatelli, don't forget that we have now a Pogba as a solution in the midfield, so we can do beautiful things. Bremer didn't touch a lot of balls today, while he's always there on top. Danilo, a lot. Pass accuracy, the best one is Alexandro. I told you, Alexandro did a fantastic game. Fantastic game. Also defensively, if you're looking at the defense, look at Alexandro. 5 clearances, 2 falls, 1. Beautiful, beautiful stats. Tackles, Barrenechea is a player that is going on tackles. Look at that. 5 tackles for Barrenechea. So, Pueblo Juve is saying, Beppe, we will make sure to DM you. Would love to have you back with us. Te vemos muy pronto. Forza Pueblo. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the donation and thank you for the invite to Pueblo Juve. George, grazie Bogdan. Guys, fantastic. Bogdan gave 1 membership and I believe it's for Ehrenmann. That's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. Fantastic, guys. Thank you, Bogdan. Forza Juve. Bogdan is happy today, yeah? Bogdan is super happy today. Mohamed Youssef, that is going with a no more 1-0 team. It's nice to see Juve with stars again. Nice, quickly play pace. I see finally solution while playing. Well, I am enthusiastic. I am happy. I am enthusiastic. I am happy. I tell you the truth, but we didn't play that great. I was really angry and mad at Juve for a long time in the game. We have to do much better. We have to do much better. We can do much better. Then, of course, there is one thing is when you have Chiesa, Pogba, Vlahovic, Di Maria, all playing on the field, when you have a fantastic Fagioli, when you have a Kostic, we have a problem on the right side, we know it. And when you have them at half your disposal, because again, today we play with a 2001 that is playing his first game in Serie A. And didn't do really bad, but it's still his first game in Serie A. So I understand, but versus a Torino that, yes, is an aggressive team, yes, is a team that is trying to press really high, with a beautiful player like Miranchuk, you have to do much better. No excuse. I know that we played versus Not, but I don't care. You have to do much better. We have to do much better. We are growing, yes, but these moments of the games are something that you cannot allow in repetition, because it's not the first time. While I was live on Twitch, people were asking me, Beppe, can you please explain me why we are always dropping down and losing possession? Well, I understand managing the game, and I was looking for an answer after the game of Nantes. I was looking for an answer because I said, when I saw Nantes starting the first 5 minutes until the first touch of Di Maria that gave us the lead, I was not reassured. I was also not reassured after the 1-0. I started to be reassured after the 2-0 penalty with Nantes with 10 men. I needed some answers, and today we win 4-2. Offensively, I saw much better patterns, not from Vlahovic, but from other random players. Incredible in a derby, it's okay, I allow it. But when I see how we start the game again, I don't accept it. When I see that we are giving the ball too much to Torino, I don't accept it. Look at the stats. Guys, stats are not lying. 58% to Torino ball possession. At the end, we win our duels, but it's not okay. They have much more passes than us. They are much more precise. Why is that? Because you are not going with a harsh pressing. You are not going with a harsh pressing. 80% in our half. This is way too much. Way too much. Way too much. Then the shots, Juventus is taking the lead with 13 shots, especially at the end. We were really putting danger in Torino's side. 6 on target, they had only 3. Not good Chesney, we know it. Mamma mia, he's here. Jeff Gracie is telling me on Twitter, funny, I am more pumped up after the game than I have been all season. Chiesa back now, Pogba, finally the team we were supposed to have this season. Beautiful comment. Beautiful, fantastic comment. Let me go back to your comments, guys, from YouTube. Steve Cano, I have one problem with the team. It's the lacking of intensity. I feel like we are not in the game for the first 20-30 minutes or in the first half, then wake up too late. Well, we said it, huh? We said it. Juventus has a real big problem in terms of the summer preparation, something that you probably would not be able to recuperate. The World Cup didn't help that much for a lot of players. Why? Because these players, they were at the World Cup. 11 players from Juve. Most players were called up from Juve from all Serie A. When you look at Napoli, only 5, Juventus 11. So half of the team is not even there to recuperate that wrong preparation that they did in the summer. We did a bit better, We did a bit better. So Juventus is starting to gain a bit in physical condition, but I believe that until the end of the season, it will be really hard. Also because a lot of our players, they played a lot of games because there were no solutions on the bench. Hey, Juve Baba is laughing. You heard it, huh? Juve Baba. So, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, when you're speaking too much, guys, it happens. It happens. I don't believe that Juventus will be able, while playing 2 games a week, to have 90 minutes of intensity. You will have to wait next season. Starting again a full preparation. It's not an excuse, huh? It's just a reality. Radovan is saying, Beppe, your thoughts on Bremer celebrating? I said it earlier. I was super happy that he celebrated. He celebrated. It's a 3-2. It's a 3-2. You have to celebrate. You have to do it. For me, there is no way you don't celebrate. You do it. Of course, there are some players that played entire life and so on and so on. I can sometimes understand it, but I love players that are celebrating against their ex-team as well. Guys, it's a 3-2. It's such an important moment of the game. We are doing a 2-2 in a derby. Probably also because he knows that he committed a mistake in leaving the space to Sanabria. He scored. He scored, and he did well to celebrate. I'm happy. A bit better. Time out for Beppe. A yellow card. Yellow card for Beppe. I agree. What else are you writing, my friends? Wally James, 16 months with us. Do we think Sandro should get one more season? Okay. It's a good question, and I will take your question. I have three options. Yes, no, we are speaking about 1 year. Huh? Yes, no, or we are obliged, bro. Why am I saying that? Okay, I explained it in a video. For me, Alexandro is a player that is, and I said it so many times, it's over. It's over. You have it, you know, I said it in the video as well. You take a book and at a certain moment you close the chapter, okay? For too long, we made the same mistakes of extending players that sometimes we were thinking that they would continue to play well, but we gave them too long extensions. Sometimes we did some mistakes, like with De Sciglio, for example. That is a player that, guys, he's more out than in. But there is another reality. And for me, that reality, and I explained it in the video about Alexandro, is that Alexandro, we know it, it has been leaked, he has an automatical renewal of contract if he reach certain appearance that nobody knows. Some people are telling me 35, I'll comp. Some people are telling me 40. Some people are telling me 30. So different sources are giving me other information. Anyway, that means nobody knows. Juventus, they have no choice. You have to give an automatical renewal to Alexandro for 1 more year. What happened last season with Quadrado? Juventus tried to renegotiate with Quadrado to give him 2 years less salary. Big controversy inside of Juve. He said no last season of Quadrado. Alexandro is a player that for me you should stop. But if you're not able to stop, what do you do, guys? Because you have a penalty. Some people are saying between 2 million, something like that, of penalty if you stop the contract. So that means you are winning 4 million of salary. But the penalty, I can guarantee you, it's much higher than the 2 million. It's approaching the salary of Alexandro. Even if we are at 4.5 million for the penalty for Juventus to not extend Alexandro, what is happening? That you are actually paying Alexandro for not having him in your team. But you need to replace him, buying a new player or signing a new player, plus paying the salary. Financially, it is a total disaster. Now, Alexandro, if we are totally honest, much better in a 3-man defense. Much better. A player that has been recuperated, not at the level of 2015, 2018, far from that level, but is a player that is giving you some solidity, where a lot of time this season, I don't like Alexandro, but a lot of time this season, we have to be honest, and it's a player that is giving you beautiful performances. Beautiful performances. The problem is that next year, Alexandro, I don't know if we will continue to play with 3-man defense. Because if you tell me, like I see in the chat, Ndika can play in a 3-man defense on the left. He can play in a 4-man defense as a center back on the left, not as a left back, but as a center back on the left. Left foot player, free player. I don't believe that Ndika will come to Juve. But he's an ideal solution with Alexandro, that is a bench player. And I insist on a bench player. Why? Because you couldn't do anything with his contract. Why will he reach the appearances? Because this year Juventus is still believing that they can do something. They don't know about the 15 points, but Allegri said really clearly, on the field, regardless of the minus 15 or not, we have to go for the maximum of possible points that we can take. And the maximum possible points that you can take is at the moment with Alexandro in that 3-man defense. It is Alexandro, Bremer and Danilo. Today they conceded 2 strange goals because the team was not defending as a team because of some individual mistakes from Bremer, for example, but Alexandro did really well. So if you give me Alexandro, guys, I would have loved to stop. Sincerely, I would have loved. But if there is no other choice, we know that we have some problems financially as well. Stopping a player, paying him 4.5 million to Alexandro, keep him, keep him. What do? Keep him. Next year we have Cambiaso back on the left. If we are able to find what we will play with, 3-man defense, 4-man defense, it could be that we continue with a 3-man defense because Danilo is also not a right back anymore. The problem is, if next year you go towards a 4-man defense, and that's where you have a problem, Alexandro is not usable on the left. Danilo is not usable really on the... He can play, but it's not fantastic on the right. Bremer is not perfect in a 4-man defense, so I believe you have to continue with a 3-man defense next season. In a 3-man defense, Alexandro makes sense as a bench player for a last year. This is what I believe. Intellectual, honestly, Alexandro has been solid this year. Yeah. Solid, not exceptional. We need the older players in the squad to give solidity, and he definitely has a lot of attacking potential. You know what's crazy? It's a few games that I start seeing again Alexandro going up on the field. Something that I was totally missing the last 2-3 seasons. And I am not here to defend Alexandro, guys. 300 appearance, Beppe, and is good in last games and important in this time with youngsters. But Alexandro has never been the most vocal leader. When there was a change of captaincy because Bonucci was out, it's not the one that is giving you a lot of leadership. Not vocal and not... Well, in terms of behavior, we never had any problems with Alexandro. But it's a silent introvert that is doing his job. You know, he said, it's okay, if I'm not captain, I don't care, giving to Danilo. So you see also here, I don't know if he's the player that the youngsters need. On the other hand, it's true that he knows about the ups and downs of Juve. I agree. Wally, thanks for explaining that, Beppe. I swear I won't mention Sandro again. No, but you did well. Look, people now, they are voting 44% no, 22 are saying yes, 34 are saying we are obliged, bro. So I would vote with the we are obliged, bro. I think it would be totally crazy to say to Alexandro, for example, you don't play anymore because we don't want to be obliged to extend your contract. That would be a disaster, because you don't do that. You play, you try to win as much as you can. Ciao Cecilia, grande Cecilia. Alexandro is good until the minute 85th, then he start playing with the other team. Well, Alex did well for a new contract, Beppe, just like Rabiot did. Yes, but there is a difference between Alexandro and Rabiot. While Alexandro is a player that already showed his best at Juve as a left back, okay, as a real left back, and from the good top moments as a left back, he totally decreased in an incredible bad way. He picked up a bit this year in a 3-man defense. We don't know if we will continue to play a 3-man defense. I already said it. With Alexandro is also not the best player on earth. I think that we have cheaper solutions that are better. On the other side, Rabiot did 3 bad seasons, 2.5 to be honest, because last season, in the last part, he started to grow, but we weren't actually too biased to admit it. We said no because we don't like Rabiot, but he was already starting to do much better, and this season, game after game, is showing the importance of it. Rabiot is also, you know, the difference is Rabiot starting here, and at a certain moment he grew and he went like here. But Rabiot is not over. Rabiot can still grow. While Alexandro started here, he dropped massively, played like that for a really long time, and now he's doing here. But he will never go back here. And that's the difference between them. So I'm not for Alexandro extended, but I understand that if you have no choice, you play him, it's not that you extend him. You're obliged to extend him. You're giving that extension. And hopefully we can play with a 3-man defense with a real starter. And that we say to Alexandro, the same as Cuadrado, look, if you find a team, you can leave. Because this has been said to Juan Cuadrado. If you find a team, you can leave. Even if you have 1 more year of contract, you can leave. There were some talks with Inter, attenzione, for Cuadrado. At the end, it didn't happen. Cuadrado is trying to give what he can. For Alexandro, I believe it will be the same discussion. We are obliged to renew you because agreements were made in the past with, I believe it's still Beppe Marotta on this one. Beppe Marotta and Paratici. We respect it. We give it to you. If you find a team, you can. But I heard from internal sources that he really loves the club, the environment. So I don't know. I don't think he will leave. We didn't have someone who could complete Alexandro and maybe take over his place. Definitely need to get a fullback starter. If we play with 4, yeah. But anyway, even if we don't play with 4, we need a left back. Jeremia, grande Jeremia from Switzerland. Mon ami, grand merci, dankeschön. I don't know what language you're speaking because in Switzerland they are speaking 3 languages. They're speaking German, they're speaking French, they're speaking Italian. Jeremia, Beppe, I am happy. I love Pogba and Chiesa. I'm worried about DV9. I think when we play with heart like the last 2 goals, we can win the Europa League. Attenzione, Jeremia. Attenzione, Jeremia. Because here we are going to again, and then I will go to my friend Andy qui est dans le chat. 2 secondes, Andy. Je vais lire ton commentaire dans 2 secondes. You see, we are again from nothing. We are, and we will win the Europa League. First, you need to win versus Freiburg 2 times. Then you don't know who will be your opponent. I always said I don't believe that we are favorite in Europa League. I don't believe it. Then football is beautiful because what you don't believe can become reality. Because, like, look. Nantes is the perfect example. You are doing 1-1 at home. You are playing in their stadium. They have that red card. And that's where Juventus is doing calcio champagne, in a way. Before that red card, it was not champagne. It was Perrier. Not even, because Perrier is good. It was Hepar. Do you know the water Hepar? Disgusting water for people that have some problems. It was Hepar that we were showing, not champagne. So, football is that. Europa League, Champions League, Coppa Italia, knockout games. You can have the luck that the other team is playing with 10 in the beginning of the game, but it can happen to you as well. So you have to pay attention. I don't know. And I don't believe there are really strong teams in Europa League, guys, seriously. We didn't, at the moment, really convinced in Europe. We were out of the Champions League, winning only 1 time versus Maccabi Haifa. So, on the other side, I'm happy with Pogba and Chiesa. They can give something that we were missing. But the problem with Pogba and Chiesa, it's not because you saw them in the field today that versus Roma you will see them again. You don't know. And it will be like that until the restart of 23-24. You don't know. You don't know how they will wake up. They will wake up. That's already good. But how, we don't know. Ziad, I hate that we have no solution for Sandro. But I believe that today we have some solutions, guys. Depending on the 15 points, depending if we will play yes or no in Europa League, I believe that we have some solutions today. You can go for an Indica. You can go for Grimaldo. But of course, now you are blocked. Because if you go today to Indica and to Grimaldo, you tell them, hey, we want you. They will say, guys, are you playing Champions League? Are you playing Europa League? Are you playing in Serie A? And that is what is scaring a lot of us. Arif, is Bonucci a certainty anymore? I believe personally that Bonucci was already over since last year in the eyes of Max Allegri. That's what I believe. That Bonucci lost his captaincy, not officially, but he already lost it, but also lost his starting spot. Andy, the most crazy thing would be to keep Alexandro for another year, not be able to buy a left back again. Because of that, 4 years without left back. Look, it's true, huh? It's true. But that's the problem. Look, if you keep Alexandro, I don't care what you do. I don't care from where the money is coming, but you need to buy and a left back and a right back. Because De Sciglio is not a reliability. Cuadrado will not be there anymore. I think that you have even more problems on the right than on the left. Because on the left you can find someone. Cambiaso is coming back. Pellegrini will come back. I never liked Pellegrini, but he will probably come back. If I'm not wrong, since he arrived at Lazio with the scar, he was happy. He played 0 games. 0 minutes, 0 games. So I believe these two will come back. If you like them or not, if they are Juve material or not, it's another discussion. But you will have players that are able to play on the left. Cambiaso can play a bit on the right, but it's not his favorite position. So it's on the right that you need to find someone. It's on the right. Alexandra has 9 lives, like the cats. If we are looking at the... Wait, because I was here. Attacking thirds. Juventus, look, at the end we were a lot on the right side of the field. While at first half we were really balanced. And then we started starting to attack more and more and more on the right side, especially the last 20 minutes, where Juventus really did a full push on the right side. You want to see the average position, guys? Who do you want to see in terms of average position? I think Go will be perfect. I agree. Then let's see if the terrorist Cairo will want to negotiate with us. Last time he didn't want to, but then we showed the money and Bremer came. Thomas, can we show Allegri some respect for his management recently benching Vlahovic, not calling Chiesa, starting Enzo, all while winning? But I believe, guys, a lot of people are super angry when they saw Vlahovic on the bench. I believe it was good to see him on the bench. He needs to understand as well that he needs to do more. Nothing is granted at Juve. Nothing is granted at Juve. If Vlahovic, like Mike is saying, Beppe, do you think selling Vlahovic this summer is a good idea? It depends of him, guys. Depends of what he wants. I always said, and I don't know, I'm not in the head of Dusan Vlahovic. I don't know what he's thinking. But if a player wants to leave, for me, he leaves. Like Zinedine Zidane left. He wanted to leave. The wife was pressing him because he wanted to stay, but the wife was insisting. He left. He left. Ciao. Paulo Dybala wanted to leave. Ciao. A lot of players like that in the history of Juve that were fantastic. They wanted to stop their career or they wanted to leave. Guys, Cristiano Ronaldo wanted to leave. Ciao. I don't care. Of course, I'm sad when players leave because or they didn't reach full potential or I was still believing in them or it didn't work out as I wanted. But if you want to leave, you leave. But I'm not in the head of Dusan Vlahovic. So I don't know. I would think it would be a big pity because we had him for 1 year and a half and he never reached the full potential because I'm sure he's a fantastic player. I still trust a lot Dusan Vlahovic. But here, he needs to decide first. What do you want? If Vlahovic leaves, of course I will be mad at Juve because we were not able to help him in reaching his full potential, but I will also be mad at him because probably after 1 year and a half, if you give up, probably you don't deserve to stay at Juve. You need it to be better as well. Guys, you can speak about Allegri not using him as he should, and probably you're right. On the other side, if today he receives a pass in a counter-attack and he's totally missing that pass, guys, there you can't blame Allegri for. There it's Dusan Vlahovic. And he needs to do much better. We paid him for 75, 80 million. He needs to do better. We are expecting better. And I'm here to help him and to support him because I believe in him. But he needs also to believe that he wants to do it. Otherwise, we have a problem. Peter Gitley. Did I forget Peter Gitley? Yes, I forgot Peter Gitley. 9 months with us. My cat is going crazy. Peter Gitley. Gitti. I'm again with my old mistakes. Fagioli is a very intelligent player with strong intuition. Hope to see Miretti back stronger. He will be there versus Roma. The youth project is really taking shape. Yes. Probably Sule is the only one that flopped a bit. And he will have less and less possibilities to play. Yeah? The problem with Sule is that from the moment that we had the chance to play him because we had a lot of injuries, we went to that 3-5-2 where Sule has totally no chance to play. And the cat is talking about Alexandro as well. He's saying, no, extend. No. But probably, Sule paid that change of style. And now that we have, again, possibilities to go with a 4-3-3, with a 3-4-2-1, You have a Di Maria, you have Chiesa that is coming back, you have a Pogba, you have a Fagioli that is playing a bit more higher. Look, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to go towards the heat maps of the players. At the end, I don't know who you asked to show because I forgot. Beppe, you didn't. Yeah, look, I recuperate. I recuperated. I was a bit late, but I recuperated it. Rico is there as well. Guys, can you make me a pleasure? Seriously. But seriously. Seriously, we are 347 people. Can we go to the YouTube channel of Rico Franchi? He's a Juventino that is doing fantastic work on his channel, and I will try to show you his page, and is absolutely, but really absolutely not receiving the love that he deserves. And I'm not happy about that, because I believe that as Juventini we can do much, much better. He has 455, look here, 455 subscribers. If you love music, guys, he's doing a fantastic job. He's doing the music, the cover of known music, and then he's also explaining you in another video, in a longer video, the history of the music and so on. Guys, sometimes there are people, there are Juventini, they deserve a bit more love. 455. Can we go and subscribe to Rico Franchi, please? That would make me really happy today. Because we are supporting Juventini, guys. I put the name in the chat, Rico Franchi. Go and do it. I don't care. I want to see at least 5 to reach 460. I want to see much more. But otherwise, I will be pissed off. Let me refresh. 458. He needs 2 more for 460. 459. 460. Okay, continue like that. Don't stop. Don't stop. You continue like that. 461. Let it grow. Let's try to reach. I will check a bit later if we reach 500. Guys, we are 348. Let's reach 500, guys. Steve Cano did it. Grande. 464. Die. We will come back on that one because that's important. Supporting Juventini, they're doing a lot of work. Ciao, Max. So what I hated today about Juve, before going to the heat maps, is this. Look at Torino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 2 times they were able to go into our box to take their chance. Bad from Juve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 1 time from outside of the box with Linetti. They scored twice, guys. This is something that doesn't happen too much. That means that the defense was really, really awful today. And look where they came. Not from the side of Alessandro. They came from the other side. From the side of Danilo Bremer. That's why I didn't put them in man of the match, even if they scored today. Juventus, they tried from everywhere, from the distance with Vlahovic, out of frustration, Di Maria, and then you had Federico Chiesa also from the distance. All the other ones inside the box. Pogba, mamma mia, if that one enters, would be fantastic. All the goals of Juve, we went a lot of time. But we were here for the heat maps. Take away Torino. People told me we want to see Beppe, we want to see Fagioli. Let's go with Fagioli. Fagioli, you see here, super offensive in the first 15 minutes of the game, even if we conceded. I didn't forget. 475. We missed 15. Look, Fagioli. You don't believe me that we are not playing a 3-5-1-1. When I tell you that we are playing a 3-4-2-1, it's look at the position of Fagioli. First 15 minutes. Then giving a bit of support defensively and then up again. Look at Fagioli's position, left and right, changing with Di Maria, covering Di Maria. Di Maria Fagioli positioning is something incredible. Their tandem, how they speak to each other while the game is on, it's incredible. Look, then defensively, and then second half. Look, much more on the right side for Fagioli. Until I think he was subbed out, no? No, he played until the last minute. 5 subs, guys. Let's do it together. I know, a bit more. 5. He needs 12 more. Rico Franchi. 11 more. Dai, ragazzi. Dai. Let's go. I would be fantastic. I would be super happy. I check back in 2 minutes. We need 11 more to subscribe to Ricco Franchi. Okay, we need to check for our friend Barrenechea. Barrenechea, look at that. Look at that. Defensive midfielder. Defensive midfielder. Look at the heat map. He drew, I don't know, guys. It looks like La Tour Eiffel, but it also looks like something else. I don't know. You decide what it is, guys. I don't want to influence your judgment. I will say it looks like La Tour Eiffel. Okay, then you decide. What about Paul? I'm curious about Paul, how he entered. Mamma mia. Frederic wants to know about PP. Look, he played like a left winger. A giraffe. Yeah, Bogdan. Yeah. Look, he entered immediately. Boom. Position of Paul. And that's the idea of Allegri since long time. When he was speaking about that virtual Juve, guys, I told you, it's a 3-4-2-1 with Pogba, Di Maria, Vlahovic. When Pogba is not there, you play with Chiesa, Fagioli, for example. Chiesa, Pogba, Di Maria, Fagioli. But these ones are there, the top. You will not see the trident a lot of time. Di Maria, Chiesa, and Vlahovic. You will never see. I said it. I said it so many times before. Let me check how much we are here. 481. Mamma mia, guys. We will not reach it. We miss 18. We will not reach it. That makes me sad. Because we are 290 on the channel. Okay, who else can we analyze the performance? Look at Federico Chiesa. Chiesa, super offensive, dangerous. I'm curious to see Cuadrado. Look at Cuadrado. Cuadrado played a lot defensively today. Of course. Oh, that's where he scored. But otherwise, he played defensively. And look, he starts with the intention to attack. But Rodriguez was there. It was quite difficult. So he dropped down. Look, dropping down, defending low. First half dominated here. He was obliged to go back. Look. Difficult. For Cuadrado, it's not because of him. It's because Torino was pushing with two men. Not the first time that this happens on that side. Kostic on the other side. Look, Kostic much higher. Here, Singo and him fighting, but Kostic was able to go up a lot of time. Look. Who else can we check? Barrenechea, we checked. Fagioli, what about Rabiot? Rabiot everywhere. Everywhere. Unreal. Unreal. 483. It's slowing down. I was thinking that we could potentially celebrate, but Ricco Franchi is happy and he's saying thank you to all the people that subscribe to his channel. Okay. Mikey, I guess a good player these days only has to score goals. Scoring mostly cheap goals doesn't impress me. Dusan cannot take players on one-on-one and create chances for himself, like a lot of great strikers. And no, you are correct, Mikey. Yeah, for me it's not only about the goal. Then there are some players like Pippo Inzaghi, for example. He was not technique, he was not this, he was not that, but he had a killer instinct that was unpaired. The one of Pippo Inzaghi. It was incredible. But on the other side, no, of course, Dusan needs to do much better. Then, if you are banging me 2 goals a game, I don't care that you are not winning your one-on-one. But this is not the case yet with Juve. So he needs a lot of things to improve. I agree. Today, for me, Szczesny, bad. Shaking defense. They scored today. They increased a bit their rating, but shaking defense. Vlahovic not great. Cuadrado, you see that it's really the end of Cuadrado. You see. He's trying, he's giving us that goal. He's dancing. I'm happy that I saw Cuadrado dancing again. But it's also for him the end. Thank you, Zach. Grande. Juve Pulse. Grande Juve Pulse. Steve Cano, that is fantastic of Enzo. When we have offensive players, he will cover a lot. Yeah, but that's his role. Some people, they were expecting maybe some dribble, some creativity, some building from the back. This is not Enzo Barrenechea. If you're judging Barrenechea, you have to judge him on what he did into the game. That means blocking, sliding tackles, aggressivity. I said he would have had a yellow card. He was a bit shy today, when he had the ball, looking for the easiest solution, not creating any danger. Otherwise, Allegri would have killed him. He would never have seen the field anymore in his life. Grazie, Juve Baba. Arif, every pass Dusan gets, it's from 40 meters. Of course, he will suffer. Not all of them, Arif. Not all of them. And I'm not here to do the process to Dusan, guys. I'm happy with Dusan Vlahovic. Off the field, doing a lot of work, No, off the field. On the field, but a bit in the shadow, doing a lot of work. But not all the balls. I believe it's the way of playing that is not helping him, but also there is something from him. He can do much better. Much better. And he needs to stop being frustrated. It's not because you don't score one game that it's over. It's okay, we don't care, we won. Arthur, pensieri sulla partita. Fantastico. Guys, Pogba, how did he play? Pogba. If you're looking at touches, Pogba, how many touches did he have? Distribution, touches of Pogba. He didn't play long, 25 minutes. He touched 14 balls, 16 Chiesa. You see? Small difference here. Pogba, he did 10 passes, 5 he missed them, 5 he succeeded. So, in terms of accuracy, he needs to do much better, Paul Pogba. But he had something that not a lot of players on earth they have. Is it only me, guys? Tell me, if I'm crazy and I'm exaggerating. But, no, guys, honestly, it was not a perfect game. For a long part of the game, we didn't even see him. But for me, Paul is Paul. And, boom, he's there. Pa. Attacking, look, goals. Bremer, Danilo, Adriano, Rabiot, Quadrado. Never I would have bet on that one. But in terms of shots, a lot of players took their... look, 4 shots from Dusan. 1 on target. Quadrado, 2 shots, 1 on target. Bremer, Danilo, Adriano, all of them with 1 shot, 1 on target. Federico Chiesa, 1 shot, 1 on target. And then you have Paul with 1 shot that has been blocked, unfortunately, by... Stammazzato di Singo, because the ball was going in the goal. Milinkovic-Savic was already over. Buonanotte to Steve Cano. BT is there as well. On top of everything, I am really happy we didn't lose anymore for the Roma game. Anyone for the Roma game. Indeed, because we are playing Roma. Let me go to the calendar. Showing you the calendar of Juve. We are playing Roma. Up, split. Look at Chesney, he's happy. Chesney. I played today FIFA. I won 4-0, but Chesney was a disaster in the game. Was a disaster. Look, today he did the same. So we are playing Roma. Then we go in our stadium versus Freiburg. We are playing versus Sampdoria in our home again. Then we travel to Freiburg, and then we have Inter. Okay? The people that were under risk of suspensions were Rabiot, if I'm not wrong. Rabiot, Moiskin, Alexandro, and even Allegri. So I'm happy as well, especially for Alexandro, because if Rabiot, you can replace him with Locatelli, it's important to have Rabiot versus Roma. If he can take a yellow card versus Roma and miss the Sampdoria, I would be a bit more tranquillo. Locatelli will be back, but I agree, that was a really, really important one to not have... How many yellow cards did Juve have? 0, I believe? I believe 0. Let me check. 0 yellow cards. Important as well. Super, super important. Beppe, how nice when we snatch that Champions League spot even after the minus 15. Guys, to reach the minus 15, to reach the top 4 without the minus 15, it will be hard. Huh? I didn't watch the ranking since really long time. Should we do it? Should we do it? Can we do it? Tell me, guys. We have how much now? 35. Do we check? And McFly today is happy. Yeah, he's happy. He's there. He's there. Just yeah, McFly. Oh, mon bébé. Oh, qu'est-ce qui se passe? T'as faim? Viens ici. Viens. Non, mon bébé, viens. Viens, je peux pas. Look at him. Look at the cat. McFly. He wants to leave. He's not happy. He wants to leave. Look at McFly. He's not happy, guys. I don't know. He's yeah, Pogba. Of course, Pogba. Pogba is there. Pogba is there. So if we're looking at the ranking, guys, seriously, what do we see? Napoli on top, of course. Inter 47 without receiving back the 15 points. 47, 45, 44. Juventus is 7th now, 35 points. So, where do you want the cat? That means that we are at 10 points. 10 points from Lazio. $10 points from Lazio with 14 games to play. But you have a lot of teams, huh? You have the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. It's a lot of teams that needs to lose points. If you receive the 15, we go. If you receive the 15, we go. If not... But you guys, now, seriously, how bad we are, how not offensive patterns we have, how many injuries, whatever you want to, I believe Juventus is doing something, with all the bad things, is doing something extraordinary. Because we are here with 4 defeats, it's true, but we have 15 wins. 15 wins are the same as Inter that lost 7 times. Guys, with all the problems we had, with a total board resigning, with so many bad stories around the club, guys, don't forget that Monza, you lose. You know when you lose Monza, you lose after the goal disallowed of Salernitana, and then you lose after the 15 points that we're taking away. You do a beautiful performance versus Atalanta, and then you have that mental collapse, which can be natural and normal. I don't know if it would have been different. I don't know. Anyway, Napoli, of course. Napoli, extraordinary. Even if Juventus put some pressure there, Napoli would have been first. Everything was working. I don't know what my cat has today. Anyway. My Freddy mon amour. We can qualify at 5th too. But then you have to win the Europa League. Arif. My Freddy mon amour. Mon ami. My Freddy. Thank you for the donation, Paolo. Beppe, we scored only 4 goals. I am so sad. But, you know, it's true, huh? 4 goals, normally you're super happy, you're excited, you're celebrating, and so on and so on. And 4 goals in a derby. And we missed something. It's true, huh? We missed the goal of the striker. We missed the Pogba goal, the Federico Chiesa goal, the Vlahovic goal. We stopped playing after the fourth goal. We didn't even play the first half, to be honest. But hey, it's LJJ. If we win the Europa League, I would be the most happy person ever. That I was talking with my son about the Europa League, and he said, what about the Europa League? Europa League, guys, I would be happy, yeah, because if I participate, I want to win every single competition, But it's not the same as Champions League. Yeah? It's not the same as Champions League. I don't know. Huh? I will be happy, of course. I win a trophy, European trophy. I'm happy, like Manchester celebrated years ago. I would be happy. We qualify to Champions League. I'm happy. The Champions League. I want the Champions League, guys. Who ran the most in the game? I don't know about the kilometers run. I don't know about that. Probably I have it somewhere, but I can't find it. I never saw it. Player in general. I have who did the most dribbles. Guys, who did the most attempts for dribbles? Who can tell me? I know who is. Who's the player with the most dribbles? Angel Di Maria. 8 attempts. He succeeded in 3. It's not De Sciglio, it's true. Kostic, 3 attempts. 1 succeeded. Federico Chiesa, he just entered 3 dribbles. 2 succeeded. Duels 1. Bremer, 8. Barrenechea, 7. Not bad, huh? Not bad, huh? For Barrenechea. Not bad at all. My Freddy, Beppe, can I send you a meme? Of course you can. Send me on WhatsApp or on whatever you want. Of course you can. Let me check, huh? Let me check. Yeah, but it's true, huh? It's true, huh? Guys, I will show you with my phone. But I don't know if it's Paredes, Paolo. For me, it's more Dybala. But anyway, guys, in a way, I can understand. But for me, it's more Dybala. Dybala, because it looks like Dybala. It looks like Dybala. Juan, Beppe, when will Milik be back? Milik will be back. Milik will be back after the international break, so in April. Jasco, Beppe, do you know what is Totonero? Totonero? What do you mean with Totonero? People are laughing. Beppe, when is Milik back? I already answered. Did I miss something? Di Maria with a dribble. BT, she knows everything. Mohamed Juve, maximum flight for Pogba. Did we reach, guys, 500 for Rico? 485. We stopped. It's a pity. But anyway, we did already a lot. Rico Franchi. 485. Die, guys. Yeah, of course, the scandal. But Milan, they have a lot of scandal in their history. Eh? A lot. Bah. I don't know what to say anymore. Do you have some questions? Do you have something that we... No. The 5th doesn't qualify for playoff in Champions League. Do you have some questions? Is there something I forgot to say before the day after video? Tell me now or stay silent forever. How about the Roma game? Well, the Roma game. Beppe, you gonna do watch along for next gen final? Yes, yes, outlettel, but I will do it in Italian on the Twitch channel. I will do it in Italian. I will do it in Italian on the Twitch channel of Juve. For Roma, I can try really quickly to check what we can possibly do for Roma. I think it will be quite easy. It will be super easy, I believe. So if we go to a landscape, open project, bim bim bada boom. So Paredes will not play. Or is Locatelli will play. Here we go, guys. What do you want? That's here we go. The only question mark is here: De Sciglio or Quadrado. Who starts and who not? But that's the formation versus Roma. That's the formation. I don't see any other possibility. That's the formation. The only here, it's here. Chiesa, guys, Chiesa, you have to manage Chiesa. You have to manage Chiesa. Chiesa will be here with Pogba. 2 first subs. No, I don't see them starting versus Roma, guys. It's too early. It's too early. The only one that could potentially start versus Roma could be Chiesa, possibly, with Di Maria out. But look at the calendar. The calendar is saying for Juve, because that's how Max is thinking. Game after game after game after game. Roma. Then you are playing at home versus Freiburg. I believe we will go with that formation here versus, look, this formation versus Roma with possibly Quadrado out, De Sciglio playing from the start, and then changing. No, Quadrado plays versus Roma. We play that formation. Okay, the same with the difference of Locatelli. And versus Freiburg, I believe we go towards this. Versus Freiburg. In Europe. Boom, boom. Heh. And versus Freiburg, you play like this. Could be. Depends how you will manage. We have a lot of games to play, yeah? Sam is saying that today all our goals came from crosses. Rama is the crossing setting piece. It's true. Beppe, do we have an update on the 15? But no, John. Tomorrow we officially appeal, but we knew that we would do it, and then we will have to wait. End of March, beginning of April to have more news. Let's see. I don't trust Italian sporting justice. I pray that Locatelli scores banger. He deserves it, Vincenzo, because I remember the one that was cancelled. Danilo Class gave the armband right away. Yeah, also these small details that you are seeing in the game. Normally, he starts, he should finish the game as a captain because he was not subbed out. It was Bremer. But yeah, exactly. Mourinho reviewed. He received a red card. It's true today. He will be in the bus. Anyway. I don't, for one game, I don't believe in the impact of a coach. Antonio Conte was, for 4 months, he was in the stands. They work into the week, the assistants, they perfectly know what to do. Radovan daughter woke up loudly like my cat. Chiesa, intellectual, is a super sub, is a good idea with his explosivity and threat with when opponents are tired. Not an issue if he doesn't start. No, but that's how I say it since the beginning of the season. I see Chiesa as a super sub until the end of the season. Then next season, he's a starter. Next season, he's a starter. Yes, it's true, Frederick, that we are managing Chiesa for so long. November he came back, then you have that international break where he started to train again to arrive at the strength in January. He's coming back, he's starting to play more and more, then he has that sudden stop again. Guys, if you are coming from an ACL, you have to be really secure. Then there are players that are faster. He had, what's the problem with Chiesa? That when he was training, he had that stop and then he come back. Anyway, I have a beautiful surprise soon, but I will not tell it now. I will have a really beautiful surprise. Juve Pulse, will you have as guest Zambruno on your channel? It's a beautiful question, Juve Pulse, that I was thinking about. I didn't want to ask him to join me on the channel while he was still working, because you don't start to invite people. I give him a break, and then I will try to invite him. But I believe, in these kind of moments, after 14 years, the first thing that you do is taking a small break from Juve, I believe, as a supporter. But, that transition has to be done. But I would love to have Zambruno on the channel. Yeah. Does he have a spot? Potentially, yes. If you are playing that 4-2-3-1, he could potentially play next to Locatelli. If you are playing that 4-3-3, he can play with Locatelli, with Pogba. If you are playing a 3-4-2-1, he could potentially play Locatelli, Fratesi, Pogba more up, but you have a Fagioli. Yeah, I believe, because you're losing Rabiot. And that's the problem. Beppe, my opinion, do we waste Vlahovic by not having ball and create our action by giving him a long distance balls? I believe that it's shared. It's shared responsibilities. Yes, we are in a way wasting Vlahovic because we don't play with him in depth like he loves to play. When we do it, he shows that he has the skills and that he's really strong. So I believe that we are wasting Vlahovic in a way, but on the other hand, I don't want to take all the responsibility only on Juve because, I was listening to Thierry Henry, he said the same. You have to adapt yourself as a striker to your players that are next to you. For me, it's not normal yet that Kostic is giving assists to the entire world. I believe that if you are looking in the history of the assist of Kostic, you can see Kostic assist for Beppe. To everyone except to Vlahovic. There is a problem, It's about how you are also adapting to your teammate, understanding where the ball will go. Because Kostic, I already understood where the ball goes. 1-on-2, the ball goes behind, low on the ground. If you know that, don't attack systematically the first spot or the first post. So it's also the movements that you are doing and understanding where they will go. Eye contact, understanding, working. What is this thing of managing? Other clubs are returning injuries players like a breeze. There is still 3 months plus 20 games in all competition. But they have to come back before next season. Guys, I'm not a doctor, Sam. I'm not a doctor. I saw Zaniolo coming back and destroying his career. That's what I can tell you. One player is not the other. Guys, if Chiesa is in top form, Chiesa plays. If Chiesa is not in top form because he's feeling pain or he has some problems, we have to wait. It's not about managing because we don't like them. Huh? If the body is saying no, it's no. Then of course I would love to have them. It's not managing because let's manage. No. Are you able to play? No, you don't play. But it's as easy as that. Yeah, but Zakaria will be easy to sell. Arthur, it will be more difficult. So I'm expecting also there a big loss because he will go on loan somewhere for another year. I see a better game from Vlahovic. Yeah, but today was a bit better, but not fantastic. No, guys, no, please, no. Masoud just joined, he's taking the win. Grande, Masoud. Well, guys, 1 hour 30 of life. It's like an extra game that we played. I don't know if we put a maximum of like 216 9. It's not a lot of likes, huh? It's absolutely not a lot of likes. A beautiful win, 4-2. We don't even reach the 300. Anyway, I will be happy with what I have. Huh? Well, what can I say? I will be happy with what I have. I read somewhere that he is back from injury and expected to play this week. Probably fake news. Who? Who is back? Arthur. I don't know. I don't know about Arthur. Yeah, even if I have to take care of the other players, then I go nuts. Sometimes I put the like, then I unlike because I thought I didn't put a like. Lol. Then I like it again. Thank you, Sam. Jasko, what did you think about Højlund? But good player, Højlund. The problem is, Jasko, Højlund is we have already Vlahovic. Let's work on Vlahovic. Let's improve him because it's a fantastic and big investment. If we are not able to work with Vlahovic, we will not be able to work with Højlund. I don't like the take and throw and let's try Højlund. No. Then, if Vlahovic is leaving because he has his head already somewhere else, if he wants to leave, it's another story. You need to find someone to replace him. If you are able to sell him for 120, I would not say yes for 120 minutes for Vlahovic, except if he says, I want to leave. Then leave. Like De Ligt. I didn't want him to leave, but he wanted to leave. Ciao. What do you want me? I will not cry. Huh? We do without you. Then we try with someone else. But I would not go with the intention, let's sell Vlahovic and let's try with Højlund. Otherwise, we will have the same problem in 1 year. LJJ is going with the most important question of the evening. I don't know why people are forgetting to like the video. It's a big question. Antonio, it's a habit. The first thing I do when thank you. Antonio has the habit. Grande. Guys, we are in closing time. I need a charger because my phone is dying, and then I will try to enjoy again. I believe the last 25 minutes of the game that were really beautiful. And then for the people that are interested in my side activities, yesterday I started with Tulsa King, with Sylvester Stallone. Tulsa King, I don't know. Kind of mafia boss. Good. Chula, I don't know. Chula. Boo. Who can help me? Tulsa King, Sam. It's not bad. Eh? I watched the first episode. Was really good. Really good. I'm watching in English with subtitles in Greek. I have no idea. I found it somewhere, something strange. But anyway, we don't care. But really good. The first episode. I still have 8 to watch. Oh, guys, did you did you see and did you like the FIFA video with own commentary? Because that's something that I really want to continue to do. I really enjoyed it. Not a lot of views. It's the first time. It's okay, but I really loved it. Yes, the documentary is still not on. I watched it. I need to watch it tomorrow again. I will watch it tomorrow again. I respected a lot of people by not doing any video. Anyway, it's not about spoiling because at the end we know that he's healed and that in the beginning he was injured. But I will try, maybe if I have time this week, I will try to do a recap video, rating documentary, because it's just fantastic. It will be soon out, but I have a surprise. But I can't tell you. Thank you to BT. Do more Bad Panther, then I will do more. If you ask me, I will do more. Thank you to people. Top spoiling, I didn't know that. What did you not know, Frederick? That Chiesa is back. Now I'm sorry. Anyway, grazie ragazzi. And as always, forza. Mamma mia, Vlahovic, Di Maria, Pogba, Chiesa, Fagioli, man of the match. Max Allegri, no, stop. Ciao ragazzi, ciao Sasha, ciao Juve Pearls, ciao Styler Z, ciao a tutti.